Hello everyone, your voice here and welcome to our channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode, we're going to add another cultivar to our trifasciata playlist. I'm going to add about 2 to 3 trifasciata so I can finish featuring some of the trifasciatas that I have not featured yet. So this is one of the short leaf group of trifasciatas that remain small. Of course, I already said that it's short leaf. Other people may call it dwarf, but as for myself, I would refer to just using the basic words, non-mythical words like such as dwarf, giant, or something that would not specifically um, describe them. So the best word to describe these group is that they are short leaf. So among the short leaf, there are variations among the short leaf trifasciatas, like what I am featuring to you right now. It is short leaf, but it is also a narrow leaf trifasciata. So in addition to it being short leaf, it has also a narrow leaf. They are also growing narrow leaves. So later on, we will take measurements so I can prove to you that this trifasciata that I am showing to you right now is really small. In fact, I can move back a bit so that you can see how small the plant is, and we can also get measurements of how the pot or how large the pot that is planted on. So this pot, the inner diameter is, I would say, 6 inches, so it's a 6-inch pot. And I guess some of you folks can figure out what you can plant in a 6-inch pot. So that is to give you a reference as to how large the plant is. Now going back, this particular cultivar that I am featuring right now is called Silver Frost. So in writing, if you want to have or write it correctly, it is Sansevieria trifasciata Silver Frost. So there is nothing attached to it like a honey eye silver frost. It's not honey eye silver frost. It's just Sansevieria trifasciata silver frost. So not all the short leaf trifasciatas are having a honey eye designation on them because not all of them were discovered by Sylvan Hand. So this one has or has no discover. In fact, I could give you the reference as to where you can find information about it. You can find information about Sansevieria trifasciata silver frost in the Sansevieria trifasciata variety 1986, page 83, and that is Juan Chainayan's book. You can also find information about this specific trifasciata cultivar in the ISS journal, that is International Sansevieria Society Journals, issue number 30, page 9, and it was published back in 2012. So 2012, I'm sorry. So the other name of this particular cultivar that I'm featuring, aside from Silver Frost, is Silver Cream. Now uh, in the succeeding features that I am going to present, I'm going to present other cultivars that may have come from it or very identical to Silver Frost, so that people may be able to connect the dots as to how similar or where the Silver Frost came from, or what other cultivars may come from it or may mutate from it. But right now, what I'm showing you is the Sansevieria trifasciata cultivar, which is known as Silver Frost. Now, I'm going to focus and show you that the other leaf, or the sides of the leaf of silver frost are yellowish in color, but at times you will just see it as silver as such. This is actually the juvenile leaves or the newer leaves. Some of the leaves have transformed though to yellowish, having yellowish hue or variegation, but not on all leaves. So it is also said that Sansevieria silver frost may have come or came as a mutation from the cultivar, which is also short leaf, which is the golden honey eye. So this one, it is indeed showing some traits that are coming from the golden honey eye, because the pattern on the center part, which is silvery in color, striations, I'm sorry, striolations, because it is stable pattern all throughout the leaves of this cultivar. It is silvery in color, but at times it will show you remnants of the traits of the golden honey eye, which is said to be its origin cultivar. So silver frost, it is said to have mutated from the other cultivar, which is also a short leaf type of trifasciata, which is the golden honey eye. So that's what I have noticed as well, but not on all leaves you will see that trait. On some leaves you will just see the silvery striolations on the leaf, and then on the edge of the leaf you will see a green margin on them. So uh, it is quite a very interesting pattern of of a trifasciata leaf. You will see that it is marginated. You will see that it has striolations of silver on them. You will see that there are yellow parts on them that only some leaves get, but not all leaves, as I show you by turning it around, that not all leaves may have that trait that is coming from its origin plant, golden honey eye. So again, this is one of the most challenging Sansevieria trifasciata cultivars that you can grow. It is because it is a favorite cultivar for mites to infest. In fact, this is already infested, but I was able to stop because one thing that I have observed. By the way, it has been raining for almost 2 weeks from where I am, and this is subjective in a roofless position. That means it gets rain every day, it gets sunlight, but there may be a chance for it to be having brown spots because it's getting rain almost every day. But so far, what I'm doing is that I am dosing it with amount of a powder of fungicide, which I sprinkle around the pot. So so far, I'm not getting any brown spot problems on this particular cultivar. What's going to happen if I'm going to put it in a roof type position, or a location where it has roof, wherein there's no rain to deter the mites from going into the center part and infesting the crown of the plant. Like I mentioned, if it's roofless, there is no rain to deter the mites on attacking them. So this, I am just sharing one of my experiences or growing experiences with a very challenging Sansevieria fasciata cultivar. So for people who are putting it indoors, um, there might be a chance wherein it's very dry and mites would really love that. So if you have mites, they might infest the center part of your plant, and the moment that you water them and they're already infested, that's where your plant is going to die and will rot on the center part, wherein there are already wound attacks from mites. So what I do if I see that happening is that I spray hydrogen peroxide. That is also one of the deterrent for mites to not infest and make the crown of the plant their home. So it deters them in staying in the crown of the plant aside from the rain that it's getting. So if people are wondering, don't overwater your plants, don't water your plants. So if you do not really understand how these plants grow, then probably you would blame the overwatering in killing your plants. But as per my experience, like what I am showing you right now and what I've stated, also you can find the shorts that it's raining every day. I'm posting every day that it's raining from where I am. So this specimen is placed in a position wherein it gets rain every day and it gets sunlight. But I'm also planning to have it removed from the spot, make it dry for at least 2 days, and put them back to where they can get rain and sunlight for as much as they can. So I also recall that before there was a neighbor of mine that just places the frost outside of their lawn, so rain or shine. In fact, it grew a clump on that specific pot, and I know this for certain because some of my sulfur frost came from that neighbor, wherein I asked if I can have some of the silver frost because it was only set aside outside of the lawn of that neighbor of ours. So it's also receiving rain, sunlight. It's roofless, doesn't have any net to protect it from the sun, but it's thrived, and that pot is full of silver frost. So I'm trying to do that the same thing right now. I'm just watching out if it's really too much rain or in the pot is not drying out, because there is a chance for it to get brown spots on some of its leaves. But so far, as you can see, there are no brown spots, and it has been subjected to rain and shine status. So, and also subjecting it to rain for every day also will encourage it to grow more offsets. As you can see, it's growing one offsets as well right now, and as you can also see, it's kind of drenched. I haven't removed the there are still some rain droplets that are staying on the leaves, and like I said, once it has dried out or there's no rain for several days, you have to watch out because the mites will come for it. If the core is dry, they will try to get into it and try to infest it. So if it gets rain from time to time, that deters the mites into going into the plant and going into the core to kill it off. So that's what I'm doing right now. In fact, some of the trifasciatas that I have are growing because during the summertime, wherein I made a mistake in putting them in a roof to shade off some of the heat, it became very dry, and most of them have mite attacks, and most of my trifasciatas died during that season, which is a couple of months ago. So rainy season started July in from where I am, and it has been already 2 weeks of raining, and this specimen is also located in a rain or shine condition. So that is one of the experience that I'm sharing, but that is on an expert level. If you do not know how to handle it, there are times that you might blame it on overwatering or whatever else that you do. But what I'm showing you right now is that, and as proof, you can check the channel. It has been raining every day, and this one is just out on the rain. So there you go, it's still growing, no fungal spots, brown spots on the leaves. All you have to do is to be religious in dosing them off with fungicide, so to keep them healthy. That's one of the advice that I can give. Aside from that, I have nothing to add, and what's left for us to do is take measurements of the plant. So since we're dealing with trifasciatas, the leaf of trifasciatas are smooth. You cannot feel a rough spot on trifasciatas. Maybe if I feel it uh, horizontally, I feel ridges on them because on the leaf there are bumps when you feel it horizontally, but if you feel it vertically, it's really smooth, and you wouldn't feel any bumps on the leaf. So the bumps are caused by the ridges from the leaf. Nonetheless, the leaves are smooth to the touch. So as with all trifasciatas, I think. So there you go. Before we go through measuring them, I'm going to show you something else. This is also a pot of silver frost. As you can see, there are remnants of silver frost here, and I think the root rotted from this pot, and what you are left with is this dark green colored of very short leaf trifasciatas that I think will be they would be the crested honey eye, or crested honey that everyone is posting. So what I'll do is I'll keep you posted, and I'll continue to grow it. Like I said, it's difficult to grow this very small trifasciatas, because the smaller they are, the more they can be killed by mites because of their small size. So um, like I said, all you have to do is religiously spray hydrogen peroxide or meticide on them to keep the mites off of the plant so that they can survive. All right, so this is one of the results of another cultivar that can result from silver frost. In fact, from my silver frost, I was able to mutate from it a Brazilian moonshine or mutant moonshine, and also from that I also was able to cultivate a smaller type of moonshine from them. So maybe I can show you pictures about it in the future, but in one of the moonshine episodes, you can just go back and check. I think I have mentioned, or I have shown you some pictures there of a leaf of silver frost that became like this as well. They, instead of growing dark green leaves, they grew pale green leaves, and then transformed into having dark green streaks on them that they mutated into mutant moonshine, or the Brazilian moonshine trade name on the market. So going back, before we end, I'm going to take measurements so that I can record. First set it 0, then start measuring. As you can see, the width of the leaf is around 19 millimeters. This one's the widest, I think, and from 19, that's 31 millimeters. So that's how wide, 19 to 30 millimeters, that's how wide the silver frost leaves can get. So as per the size of silver frost leaves, there you go. I changed my ruler so everyone can clearly see it. It's just below 4 inches for the leaves, so you get about 3 to 3.5 for the length of silver frost's leaves. So and another thing, also you can mutate Morgenstern's gold from silver frost. So there are cases wherein they overgrow their leaves, they transform into Morgenstern's gold. That Morgenstern's gold is part of the medium-sized leaf trifasciatas, or the compact group of trifasciata. So that's also one of the mutations that came from silver frost. So like I said, as we go further into featuring more trifasciatas, I'm going to show you cultivars that came from silver frost so you can connect the dots for yourselves as well. All right, so folks, I think this is it for this episode for our Trifasciatus species. This will be included on the playlist. So if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you liked what I have presented, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel as well. So that's it for me, folks. Thank you for watching, and you have a great day.